It should, if I set everything up correctly, just go as soon as it starts getting data from my stream. Yep. Actually on time. This is literally impossible. I don't think I've been on time for a stream ever. I'm usually 5 minutes late. So there you go. Actually streaming Slay the Spire, not in the VC. It also just feels incredibly weird to not have several hundred different mods enabled. This is a very short mod list. Usually play with I think it was 124 mods I had last time I played modded, but I only have 24 today, which is very small. Well, I think we're missing Minty Spire, I forgot to turn that on. Which at the mod list I think Minty is missing. We'll get it for next time. I guess whoever is first to turn up in chat will be the first person that gets to pick which character we're playing. This poll option is actually quite nice. Although the audio in-game does go off when you tab out, which is mildly annoying. So that's the only downside. Oh, hello, I remember you from streaming a year ago. It's been a very long time. Stream looks a lot different nowadays than it does back then. The flavour of the day is ironclad, right? So chuck that off. Oh, I have to tab out again. This pulse thing is going to drive me up the wall. It doesn't remember the options you put for it, and then the audio turns off. This is a speed typing challenge. Apparently. Ah, Pan. Yes, I know who that is. The creator of Trinkets mod. We don't have Trinkets today, because they're lightly modded. It's actually a bit of a sad one. There are big cards, though. Where have I been? I've been better at times, but I am now a very happy person. Because I've started programming at university instead of doing science. Because last time I was streaming, I was doing a biology degree. But I ditched that one. I'm doing computer programming now. We're going to the anime, Act 1. We're going to get ourselves... Boss swap is always the most hype. Elites moment, uh-oh. First run back on YouTube and we're probably going to throw in Act 1, let's go. So yeah. Even back when I was streaming last time, I had more hours on this game than I did FTL, and I really don't know why I didn't just stream this instead. There's a question I had then, and a question that I still have now. But I've corrected the problem. I'm going to stream the Spire instead. And I mod this game now, because 2 of the mods that we have are mine. I made them myself. We have some food, and we have some... potions. The potions is the most noticeable one. Food might see a food relic. It's not hugely likely though. There we go. Oh, we've got big cards. This is one of the mods that I have enabled. And the big cards is a 1% chance per card to be large. It's also rolled a Chimera modifier, so it's the other card modifying mod we have. So this is 1%, the Chimera mod, I think I said at 5 per card just now, but... So the big cards, it just makes the card take 2 slots in your hand, but it's twice as strong. The Chimera mod has reduced this cost by 1, but it's giving me a vulnerable. I think this is probably going to be what the run is built around. That's kind of the point of the big cards. I want a card that defines the run at some point. And it does mean that hopefully I'll get a card I don't pick very often that I can have a run themed around, instead of just playing with the same thing every time. And speaking of Chimera mods, this is the worst Chimera mod you can roll. It makes your card more expensive and gives you the energy back next turn, which is very cringe. Nobody likes this modifier. It is that you rolled the low roll. I suppose Supplier can be good on certain zero-cost cards, but not on my Bash. My Bash is useless and needs removed at the nearest shop. Do a Flex. No, we'll get Strength at the shop. Unless I get unlucky. Nope, I can get unlucky. That's a great start. Let's take a Strike. Remove instead. And I'm a bit screwed now because I needed that strength card. I was hoping for an inflame in the shop. What else can we do? I guess we could instead maybe pray uppercuts enough. If I get fairies, I'll probably die. No! Sir, no, please. No, it's not the time. Can we get carried by a card? Thunderclap could help. Yeah, that'll probably be enough. So the main point of this encounter is you have to keep whacking the fairies until Cerno has achieved strength. And then they all run away. So, looking at this now, how many fairies? 3 negative strength needs to be positive, so we need to kill 4 fairies. I don't really think that's going to happen. I think we're going to instead get yeeted, but... well... Can I escape this one? This is 8. Maybe. I'd have to roll the heavy blade next turn. No, we've achieved death on the first run back. This encounter is quite brutal. So try again. An Ironclad. Because Ironclad is a character of the day. And now it's time to pull for another Act 1, because we're back to Act 1 screen. Choice of Exordium, we have a choice of Gansokyo, and a choice of Menagerie. So the Toho characters, one of the Act mods that we have is a Gansokyo themed one. Not Gansokyo themed, a Toho themed one, sorry. It's called Gansokyo. There are 3 acts of it available. One in Act 1, one in Act 2, and one in Act 3, and they get generally a little bit harder than the base game. Our mod list just now is very thin, it's very small. I usually play with 100 mods, I only have 20 today. Because I have a small and large profile, playing on the small one. So, once someone picks an act, I will go there, because that is the theme of the day. There's a lovely little poll box as you click a button and then I go there. And the other act mod that we have is Menagerie, and this is a traditional fantasy themed act. So it just has a bunch of mythical monsters in it. Seems like a lot of mods. This is not a lot of mods, this is a very small amount of mods. The Wednesday loadout is going to be my usual mod profile from when I play in the streaming VC. Because I have just been streaming on Discord for about 6 months, getting back into the swing of things, but I used to play with 120 mods. We only have 20. It'll be quite fun to get back to seeing that. So let's see, so this act is quite famous for this enemy. Everyone hates. Stupid slimy boy. It's an Act 1 enemy with all of the annoying stally powers that you can possibly put on one enemy. Let's see, we have any Chimera cards. We have a Glass Bash, so more base damage, but it goes down over time. Not sure if that's a good or a bad thing on a bash. I'd say for the early floors it's probably an upside. Right, the name of the game with this enemy is to whack it very low and then just block until it finishes itself off. Right, most mods is 11. I mean, this depends on what game you're modding. Because STS is great, most of the mods are compatible. And there's nearly 1,000 on the workshop now. There's very few that don't work together. Unless you're playing with Downfall, that does have some compatibility problems. Quite noteworthy. Let's see, oh, Twin Strike upgrade, nice. Might actually get out of Act 1 without getting brutally murdered for once. So, rabbit encounter, we kind of skipped that whole funny gimmick, the two rabbits buff each other, but unless you're on floor 1 it doesn't really do anything. We've already got spells. This is the other gimmick of the Menagerie specifically. It has a set of spell cards that you can collect from the events. They're generally pretty good. We've got the Dryad. Dryad's nice. And Hex Drinker, probably. So this is a dump all your energy into it to get some little buffs. The upgrade is only really relevant if you have a lot of energy. And then this Dryad is encouraging you to take cards from different colours, like colourless stuff at the shop. So it's a nice bit of variety. We have BM Ghost. This thing's entire gimmick is being rude to the player. It is its only existence in life. Its whole purpose is to be rude. It will tell you a variety of silly quips every time you fight it. Pocket Blade, what is this? It's for the exhaust deck. Oh. I think we can probably get through an elite with just strengthened axe buffs. Get the Dryad and the Hex Drinker together and it should be enough to escape. It's a couple of points in strengthened axe goes a long way. For an encounter that doesn't have any scaling anyway. Let's see if we can finish this thing. Not quite, we're a little short. Is 2 strikes enough? Finally get to see Vanilla Relic, what is this nonsense? Oh, I mean it's a smiling mask, I do like a mask. Are there any unique gimmicks of the Spire? Not really, it's quite like FTL, it's the first game of its genre. A lot of games would go on to copy Slay the Spire, but this is very much the standard. Build a deck, whack an end boss, which is very similar to FTL. The boss at the end is an abnormally large enemy, and then that's it. It's split over a set amount of acts, so you get 3 acts and then an ending, which is just a very tiny little extra act at the end. What is this? Languid Decrepit. Sure. Also just remembered we have no AoE cards, which is a problem with this act. One of the elites in this act is very good at killing you if you have no AoE cards. It spawns a variety of annoying little minions that come back every couple of turns. And I did not get a cleave, so we're not messing with that one. This enemy, I think it's the... yeah, it's... make your stats lower every turn, which is not a big deal if you have strength and dex. We've got Holy Phantom Shield with Exhaustive. This is a non-vanilla modifier that makes your card exhaust rather than immediately. It's every number, so it's 2. I play this once, it doesn't exhaust, and then it exhausts on the second time. And it's an okay card. I could retain this miracle for some burst damage. Release an elite from Gensokyo. If I click this and it's fairies, I'm going to be very upset. No, it's Reporter. This is fine. This is just fine. Another point of the miracles is it will give my Dryad an extra charge. Because all status cards in this game are considered a colourless, but colourless is also a card type. So we play a colourless card with the Dryad, it will count towards the number of types of cards we play. So can I break your little rock here? Don't think so. No. Sleep's a gimmick is every 30th time you smack it, it doesn't take any damage. So you kind of have to time it if you want to get rid of her strength. Oh, got garlic. Yeah, finally we have a modded potion. Sick of all these base game potions turning up. It's full of garlic. Yes, it is indeed full of garlic. It makes something weak. Which could have some use if we roll Summoner in this tile. That might help a little bit. Man, I really want AoE. I'm getting no AoE cards. My prediction for the run is we die here if this does not give me a cleave. So I can't really think of an Ironclad card that does damage over time. I suppose another Twin Strike or something might also save me, but it's very crucial I get something. Your Limb from Limb, that will definitely not help. Second Corrosion Curse. I mean, they stack, so if I get Dragon, I'm fine, but if I get Summoner, I'm really not happy. I don't really have the health to play around with this thing, not gonna lie. The issue with this thing is you need to hit it lots of times. But Evolve would have been the other card I could have been saved by. Didn't get that either. These things all take 1 damage per hit, so you need lots of instances of damage to kill them. Just where an AoE card is helpful because you can hit all of them once. That is not an option on the table today. So this is probably going to be a death floor. Either that or I have to try and burst 100 to health down. I maybe could do that. It's kind of pretty close. If I stack some of those corrosion curses, I might be able to pull it off though. Right, so this turn they hit me. Do I survive? No. Does garlic save me? 29. I mean, it's not ideal. I have to burn 2 potions, but I do escape. And now I definitely have to kill this thing. So I'm not taking another multi-hit from it. Let's see, do we get lucky? Yes. And finally, the AoE card shows up. It shows up after we need it. Ah, sometimes you don't get what you want with this game. Oh dear. I'll still pick it though, because the boss at the end of our act is 3 dragons, so Thunderclap is still very useful. The shopkeeper's trolling. Evolve and cleave. Oh no. You get all the cards that you need immediately after they're useful. A volcanic offering. Interesting. That could skip the boss. It's quite expensive though. I think instead I'll take some chocolate. I'm trying to think of a deck to build for late game. Haven't really been offered anything in specific. I have some strength. I have some debuffs. But I will need an actual theme for late game. Just hope for like a limit break or something on the boss. Then upgrade, it should probably be Thunderclap because there's an AoE boss. So 3 dragons, we'll get 1 energy from this dude. This dude's energy. They all have a price for what they give you. So this one's going to make me take damage when I play a card. This one gives me some dex. I don't give everyone plated armor when he dies. And then this one is it drawing cards or something? Yeah. We kill this one last because the thorns is unbearably annoying. Usually you take the middle one, then the first one, and the third one. Because this one giving you vulnerable is quite problematic. I'll save my potion. This is going to be very close. Can I block 15-7? No. Can I win here? This is going to be awkward. I may have to restart combat to put the weak on this a turn earlier. Because I think if we curse both of them, they're still hitting me for too much. Yeah. There's a solution to this fight though. I just throw the weak potion on it earlier and take less damage. So I think it was this turn it first starts swinging, so we'll do this. I'll play a little bit more defensively as well. There, that's much better. I take 1 damage this turn instead. I think I took like 9 or something. And now I'm perfectly fine. It still hurts, but this thing, once it is on its own, is very unthreatening. The only one with like actually serious damage output is the first one. And they get their strength buffs from the one that I killed first. should win probably next turn. My dual strike, maybe a bash, that'll do. No, it won't, it's a class. Let's play strikes instead. What did I get? So I did not get a limit break. Well, feed is always a nice card, I like this one. Build around that. And I see some relics, not really ideal for Ironclad though. So Eggplant, this is a relic I like for defect, because you get like creative AI, you print a bunch of powers. Not really what I do on Ironclad though. A lot of the powers are for building synergy, which isn't really the most useful to base an entire boss relic pick on. I could go grab bag, but this is either roll lucky or you die instantly. Because this will make me pick another bunch of relics. But if I don't get anything useful out of it, I'm going to be in a very terrible state. This dagger is unpickable. We need a huge amount of damage output for this to be worth picking, and I don't really have that just now. If you have limit break and a bunch of strength, you can certainly use it, but I don't. And then we have pickles, so debuffs become buffs. There is an Ironclad card that's self-debuffing, it's called Berserk. You gain 2 vulnerable. I don't think that's enough to pick a boss relic with. We're going to just roll the dice. Knob generator. This is a funny relic. You get twice as much energy as a normal boss relic, but it makes elites randomly spawn in your rooms when you enter them. I think I pick this and hope for a Reaper or something. And then, yeah, Coffee Dripper. No resting. So now you get the payoff of this. So you pick 2 energy relics, and then you get a free boss relic. Losing HP. Hopefully going to not do that. And a shrinking draft. I could pick the pizza as well. A black blood as well. It's more HP, but I'm hoping to get a Reaper. I think that's my win condition just now. If I do that, the black blood is very irrelevant, so I'll full heal every combat. I'll just take pizza. So we've grabbed a bag. I actually got 2 energy out of it, which is unusual. Normally with grab bag you only get 1. It does also mean Knob is going to be weaker. It gives you vulnerable, but I have a pizza. We'll do lots of elites in this act because I really need to roll rare cards. My elites are the best source of rares. Black Star got thrown. Yeah, the Black Star run did not go very well. It was spicy death immediately. Do we get anything from knobs? No, they're just there to troll us if they turn up. They are not a good thing. Let's see, upgrade Massacre immediately. Oh, and here's our first knob. And I don't think this is a good thing. So, I didn't even get my Hex Drinker. This is pretty ass. Well, he'll give me vulnerable. That will reduce the damage I take next turn, but not by much. It's only 10% in the pizza. I just straight up dead next time? That's the problem with Knob Generator, you get it really early. You tend to die. Yeah, getting something that procs on Fatal would definitely mitigate a lot of the damage. We've got Feed, but popping a Feed on Knob isn't very practical. He's also running away with our money, which is not good. And a Flame Blow that's already got one of its upgrades. It's interesting. I don't know where the nearest campfires are, but that could be a bit of a carry card. Yeah, we could do less elites. I suppose doing elites with Knob Generator is a bit of an occupational hazard. Well, this is a get out of jail free card. I've got Feed, so this doesn't cost anything. Snacko. That's gonna suck a bit. So, appetitions though, I can't really complain because you pick these up, but if you're playing Ironclad, you get the HP back over. I mean, it's quite a few floors. I have to play 10 feeds or something to get that back. But there might be a chance of getting a victory this run. Because the appetitions will spare me most of the damage I take. That kills. Yeah. And we have an assembly jar. So this is for a potion for people that like making cards, which is not really an Ironclad, it's more of a silent thing. It's still useful. A hemo. I mean, it's a bit late for a hemo. If we got Knob in here, this would have been runs over, but thankfully it decided not to show up. I guess getting a Knob on top of an elite is not much fun. Let's see, stabby book. Oh, it's not multi-attacking. God damn it. Got any more elites? No, I'll just pop my potion. And a skill book, so we can get cards from the Watcher. I mean, can't go wrong with a bit of Wrath and Clam. I would generally say it's a good thing. And then for upgrades, I'm going to work on this Flame Blow. Once this thing's been upgraded to its maximum level, it's a very good card. This is 21 damage and 2 draw. And I should get that before the boss of this act. And then we have a finisher card in Massacre for later. I did a math moment, I thought I was going to kill. Whoops. And yeah, Flame Blow, now it's got 2 upgrades. It's still giving me a wound, I get a dazed, which is still kinda annoying, but it's a good card now. And then 1 more upgrade and it's the best card I have. We've got some Watcher cards. Deva form. How do you use Deva form as Ironclad? I don't really think I have things to dump my energy into. The Combust seems pretty terrible right now. The Seesaw. This one is for people that love spamming skills and only skills. You get tons of extra block for free. But we are not spamming lots of skills. Snuck? I mean, no. Now is not the time for Biscuit. And then cards-wise, pressure points. We can turn into the Watcher. Kill everything with status damage. Not sure that's relevant. What would fix my current predicament is an Ori. We see some nice cards. See a Rushdown? Could we get a Wrath card? A Worship, perhaps? I do have a lot of extra energy to dump that into. And then Vibes. Problem with Vibes is even upgraded, you need to play it 3 times. This is not hugely useful. Sanctity, and I'm gonna... Is it Shockwave time? Probably not. Well, the week could be useful. Don't really want to have to spend an upgrade on it. Oh, whatever, we'll take it. Ori has fixed all of the problems I have anyway. My damage output can come from Worship now. And Pop Divinity for triple damage. And Knob time. This is not the room for Knob to spawn in. The problem with this one is the time I clear the Knob out of the way, the Cultist will be doing a lot of damage as well. Yeah, this is going to be a little painful. Never mind. I did not bottom deck my Worship, so we're fine. Purpose of Divinity in this skill book in general is mix your cards and then get Mantra. And pop Divinity relatively easily. That's a good point. Feed is not very easy just now. Probably just going to not get that off this combat. Because I don't draw it next turn, I don't draw it the turn after. It's at least 2 more turns of waiting. And you're hitting kind of hard now. Nah, it's not worth the damage I have to take. Any hands. This is a funny card. There's a payoff for lots of strength. And it's a good way to dump energy. It's actually pretty nice right now. The main thing I can see many hands being goosed on this with Worship. We upgrade it, we can retain it. Where is it? Yeah, we can retain the card and then pop it with many hands. We can get a giant amount of hands to poke the enemy with. More strength, yeah, we do need more strength. Certainly wouldn't mind a limit break. We're at 8. Can I just pop Divinity and... Yeah, I can do this, and then that. And a fruit juice. Huh. Technically better than a feed an angry tantrum. Uh-oh. The tantrum is angry. That's going to make a very big mess very quickly. And guard, So the point of a guard card is you go into guard stance before you pop something like divinity. Can't remember what the upgrade on this is though. Cost? Nah, I have tons of energy. Where is the gremlin knob hiding? What is this? It's hiding in my cards. I've literally never seen this before. What? Anyway, the gimmick of this fight is it really hates if you don't have lots of attacks. Play the knob. Yeah, it would be very funny if you could get a card that's just a gremlin knob on a card. Yeah, we're going to take a lot of damage though, because I'm currently struggling to kill this damn thing off. Why are these not taking that damage? Huh. Not really sure. It's a goofy one. Let's see. Alright, we're in guard stance. Never mind, that makes a lot of sense. I need to actually enter divinity. I love that I pick a card and immediately forget next floor what it was doing. It's a very typical problem. Yes, my current goal is to escape this pesky guard stance and start doing some damage. Oh my god, so I need 2 mantra. Do I have 2 skills and 2 attacks? No, but I can get that later. Ah, finally, we have damage. 5 energy. I think it's time for a lot of hands. All hands on deck, he says. I do agree. We'll take a whole bunch of hands. And his final trick is to give us Snacko, which is not really a problem. We've got a big Juggernaut. Certainly an interesting one. We do have Watcher cards. There is some better block available than we'd normally have. I think we're going to build into strength instead. And this is a card. So what it does is it repeats the upgrade value for the card, for the amount equal to the amount of energy you put into it. It's like for this card, I think it will increase its damage times by 1 and its damage by 2. Could be worth playing around with. And Boss Relics and Eclair, that's definitely the strength that I'm missing. Wait 3 turns, then get 5 strength. Dragon Fruit is not what I need. It is for the silent mostly. And then a Walnut. A Walnut for people that love to die. You lose all your dexterity, you get no block from cards. But you have a large amount of energy, just like this mob generator. I think the Eclair is the most suitable option. And Spooky Bird is here. Well, we don't really play powers, so that's going to be the easier boss. Not really sure what a difficult boss in this act would be. We don't really have anything that's countered by any of them. And then, yep, big class. So turn 3, we become strong, and then that's a lot of damage. Massacre might just carry. We've got an actual hand, a hand that you can draft. A draftable hand. No, I need another worship. Now we can go into divinity straight away. I don't have to draw around my whole deck once. And yes, a feed would probably be quite good if I can actually get one off. I am out of energy. Oh, there's the feed. It got wasted by a potion. No. The game said no feed. We've got weight training, angry. Yeah. I don't think we need tiny amounts of strength. I think I need larger amounts of strength. We've got pickle juice. It's a fun potion. Enemy loses strength even if they have artifact. It's not going to save us here. If we roll Raptomancer, I'm going to need some strong AoE. I don't think a pickle juice is going to save me. And I've only got one just now. I think it's the massacre. I think I need an inflame before I get completely toasted. Colourless cards. This could be quite good. We got Impatience. That's nice. I like this one. Purity. And I have apparently lots of copies of Mayhem. I really don't need that many of them. Mind Bloom. We've got 2 shops left this act. I don't think so. No. 1,000 gold is a little bit too spicy. Oh, it's the boss from earlier. It's back for revenge. It's a lot less scary now, though. This should be quite easy to feed because they don't have much health. And there's 3 of them, so 3 chances. Let's see, get my worship that's upgraded. I think it's getting bottom decked. Yeah, it's right at the bottom. We draw it. So next turn we draw Worship Massacre. That does kind of get in the way of feeding, though. That's going to straight up kill everything. I think we'll hold out. I'll set my divinity off, kill 2 of them, but I need to even just wait for the feed to show up and use that first. Awkward waiting game. Because if I get feed and no attacks, I get trolled. Let's have them both in my hand at the same time. Let's see if we finally draw it. Yeah, let's go feed. I think we have enough damage with this. Yeah. And our reward is a champion belt. Whenever you play vulnerable, play weak. Nice to know the shockwave was a waste of a card draft. And I'm tempted to take that True Grit just in the hopes of getting rid of the regret. I say we upgrade that one here. Yep, so thankfully no knob. We did not need to see the Reptomancer's knob. The real question is, do I get AoE next turn or am I very dead? I don't like the look of this. Not dead, but this hurts. I'm very concerned for his next turn. They swing again. My get out of jail free card is a many hands, apparently. Oh, we actually get to feed. Nice. Not trolled after all. Pressure points. I could have actually built a pressure point stack if I'd picked these. This is the third one I've seen. I guess it was not to be. An Iron Wave this late? No. Where's that True Grit? There's something I have noticed is Regret is doing more damage than these enemies are. Need a bit to get rid of that. Hoarder? Uh-oh. Wait, it doesn't do anything. I've got tons of cards. Never mind. Oh, 35, okay. He gives you some junk cards. Or good cards, depending on how lucky you are. But... it's not been too bad. He's given me Defy Death, it's okay. I like Water. I don't think we have any Calm, but it was certainly an attempt with that one. And we are taking a lot of damage, apparently. Yeah, Metallicize or something. Vulnerable, that will reduce our damage a little bit. And now it is a bit awkward. I have this regret. I did not get my True Grit. Can draw into it. No. Huh. Not gonna lie, this is not looking the best. Bottom decked all of the useful stuff. Although we get saved by hands. There we go. The ability. The Divinity Finger is apparently my new technique. Blasphemy, hold on. Enter Divinity, die next turn. This sounds like exactly what I need. Let's upgrade that. No shop needed. We're gonna immediately upgrade this instead. Why bother wasting your time with worship when you can just enter Divinity? Then we have the forehead. This thing shouldn't be too difficult. I have more than enough strength to get out of this one. Feed or not? Yeah, we got our feed. We've got some health. And then... I don't know. Probably just finish off with Massacre and Divinity. Let's have Blasphemy now. I don't currently need it though. I've generated enough mantra. We can just pop this. And apparently roll no attacks to do any damage with. Very nice. So this is a bit awkward. Looks like people will be using Blasphemy after all. And my time is limited. Once we run out of intangible, I am very dead. Oh, that's a problem. I can't tell how much damage I'm going to do. Hold on. We're at 9 strength. He's vulnerable. I'm going to throw a bit of damage on him. I actually don't know when to pop this. It's a bit of a problem. The alternative is I don't pop it. Wait, 75? That seems a bit low. Huh. We are a little bit of trouble. I'm not vulnerable. I did take 2. I don't need to actually pop that. I can escape this combat, I just need to try and work out when to pop Blasphemy. I also want to see if I can yeet the knob. Yeah. So we don't bother with that at all, it just gets thrown out straight away. And now we can just focus all our damage on Giant Head. Oh. Stupid Dryad thing. Right. I guess we will need the health because we're going to get trolled by Aquarian Dryad. The alternate option is I throw all the debuffs on the Giant Head instead. And I try killing Nob with like Massacre or something? I'm not sure that's going to work, but we might have to admit defeat with this one. Yeah, because we're taking a lot of damage from little Nob man. He will give me vulnerable though, that is a beneficial... Oh, he gives me vulnerable, so I take more damage. Poorly thought out plan right there. Apparently if you forget you get vulnerable. Death. This is why we have Minty Spire, so I can see how much damage is incoming. I forgot to enable the mod. Because I did not do maths on the fly. He's not like this, so... Ironclad is not to be. I'll have to try again. Let's see what character to try again with. We get we get an Ironclad. We get a Silent, do we get a Defect, or do we get a Watcher? I'd say, well, it's going to be fun when we try doing modded with lots of characters, because there's going to be way too many options to fit on this little pole box. Because you can only, I think you can only put 4 things on it, but when I go to the big modded profile, I have like 50 characters to pick from. I'm not really sure how I'm going to put that on a 4 option box. A silent run. Okay, this is more my pace. Let's click random button and... we rolled Menagerie again. This is... is this the boss that counts as silent? Am I getting trolled? Very unpoggers. So what do we roll? Strikes. We got a Chimera card. We have a heavy strike. Except we didn't pick Ironclad, we picked Silent. That would have been useful last run. And is that an auto defend? Oh no. That has to go immediately. Where is our first shop? Never mind the strikes. The auto defend is the worst thing I've ever seen. Automatically waste your energy on defense. This is not my beloved. And this enemy once again proving that it is annoying. We're on like turn 10 or turn 9. Almost. It's the slowest thing possible. And we have immediately access to AoE. This is the ultimate card for this act. Get that minion dude and we'll completely troll him. Got places to be. A salad cream. That's an interesting one. It's a little bit of cursed lore from Bundle of Food. Because the fruit salad has an eggplant in it, it uses salad cream instead of sweetened cream. A little fun fact about that relic. We haven't seen it though. It's a boss relic. Noxious fume. Is it time for a poison build? Probably not, but... you know what, I'm going to pick this because it's really good against that summoner. Spire, if we don't see it the whole act, I'll be a bit upset, but... it'd be very funny to troll the summoner. We go outmaneuver, next turn gain a bunch of energy. No. I'd like a discard infinite, but that's going to take some effort. Auto guard. I think it's going to be better to remove strikes first anyway. But there is a shop up here. We're not keeping it next act. I don't need it now because I've got fumes. My strikes are now completely useless. You just block a lot and then leave. So it's not the worst thing ever. It does at least draw a card. It's not completely useless. It's just that it's generally nice to be able to actually pick which cards you want to play. We have a poison stab. It is apparently time to make a poison deck. Except we have noxious fumes for some reason. And now auto strike is not auto strike, auto defend. This thing, it's not bad anymore. Because when you're playing with poison, you want mostly block cards anyway. And there's survivors. Nah. Sneaky strike. I mean, this one's interesting, but I don't have enough discard. And then some shivs, another card that counts as the summoner. I think we have enough already, though. The Stinky Fumes on its own kills the summoner with relative ease. No, we have Reaper first. Pretty sure how I deal with this one. I don't have any dexterity. Got some weak, but it's just that one starter card. We're going to lose a lot of health in this room. And yeah, it's a very slow burn with this one. Not having a footwork very much sucks right now. Because it would mean I only need to draw 2 defense every turn. Yeah, can we get a nice, we got a relic, we got an accelerometer, that does work on poison. So it increases enemy debuffs by 1 and decreases mine. And it's once per combat, you click the little relic thing. And more poison, nice. And a ringing soul, this is very good, but early enough in the game I'm probably drafting 10 plus cards. I'm gonna get our money's worth out of this relic. And yes, here's the summoner. I've got a fun surprise for you. Got some stinky gas. It's about to ruin your day. Alright, this thing is completely wrecked. You have no minions. He's a lonely summoner. Nobody loves people that spam annoying little minions. And a Snecko Skull. Oh wow, this is... Wait, it's making my noxious fumes good? What? That's illegal. You can't have good fumes. It's meant to be a terrible card. But I think we get to use Salad Cream here. This thing gives plated armor. So I'm gonna get my health reward. Yep. No plated for you, because plated is cringe. Even though it doesn't really bother me. I'm a poison builder after all. When I got Catalyst, it really is a poison build apparently. We actually draft all of the cards without dying. Impossible challenge. I do almost wonder if this is worth more than a card remove. Probably not. We've got Suck Potion. And Boss. Oh, the Boss is not the triple one, so... Poison's going to work pretty well on it. Now, Reflex. Ah, finally, we find the good cards. I don't have enough discard for it, though. I like doing the discard infinite. No, I think we're doing poison instead. Too many cards in the way. And yeah, I think it dies in much instantly. Nice. Spends a turn buffing itself. Cringe. Get out of here. Boss literally irrelevant. And no Wraith form. Ah. That would be way too easy if it drops Wraith form immediately. We have a Mage Blood. I got scammed out of my Mage Blood run last time with the game crashing. I want a rollback. Try it again. Really? Why? Actually, why? I fought you last time, I don't need you to appear again. It's the name of the game with Mage Blood. We go to shops, we look for potions to put in our little belt. And it uses them every combat. Which right now is only a red mass. Just need some more upgrades for it. We got Bane. No. Swiveled Endless Agony. Is this worse than the original? Or better? Look, that would be an upgrade if you weren't playing the Defect. Not Defect, Silent. Defect would love it. You get Meteor Strike and swivel it. It'd be very funny. Can I have block cards, please? Ow. Got Poison Spirit Screen, gain 6 block, and apply that much split across all enemies. That's interesting. Not sure how useful that would be to build into without copious amounts of footwork, but... Honey Extract, that's pretty epic. Noxious Fumes and Sadistic at the start of combat. That's definitely worth getting. Let's look at this every combat. Makes them take 4 damage at the start of turn and 2 poison dumped on them. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Maybe if I get lucky, the next shop will offer something nice. Ah? The game crashed? What? Okay, apparently there's an option 3 where the game is like, no. What has caused the crash? I have no idea. Man, I was trying not to play on the heavily modded save so we didn't get this happen. I don't even know why it crashed because it's not given me the mod name that's caused the issue. Go quickly throw this in tactical and see if anyone knows what's wrong with this. Well, this is the problem. This is the only downside of playing modded Slay the Spire. It is a lot more crash happy than some other games. Mage Belt? Nah. The crash with the Mage Belts got fixed yesterday. There was a problem with a potion called Clean Bottle. But people in the modding chat helped fix that one. The problem isn't if it crashes once, is if you reload the game and it still crashes, then you have a problem. Because sometimes these things go away when you restart the game. Let's try again. Do we still get a crash? Yes, but we actually get... We do not even get the name of the mod that crashed. That's very unhelpful. I'm going to go into the thing and see if I can get a crash log out of this. My seemingly foolproof plan to avoid crashes on stream has been completely scuppered. What I do know is what it was trying to do. Because the crash log is blaming a relic. It doesn't say which one, but it does say it's a relic. Because what normally happens is if this game crashes, it'll give you a little block of info on all the reasons why it crashed. Like it'll tell you the name of the item that was causing the problems. Also the game's tagging the wrong window. Hold on. There we go. So it is a relic. You can't get boss relics in the store, so it'll have to be a different kind of relic. Where's our problem? Let's see if I can diagnose my problems on the fly. Probably not without actually getting told which relic crashed. Can I actually make a crash log on purpose? No, it's the... We've lost our save, we'll have to start again. This is very irritating. And I think my plan was to use 25 mods instead. I have been a fool. So that run is over. I'm not sure what relic that is, because it's not giving me a stack trace with the name of the mod that crashed, so it does make me wonder which of these many relics it is that's causing my problem. Because there's a list of relics here, I've got quite a lot to scroll through to look for. There'll be something out of this huge list of relics. It only takes one to crash. It'll include these shop ones as well. Well, I'll try another one. Hopefully I don't get trolled by the shopkeeper again. I'll have to pick another character. And I guess I can avoid shops. That might be my new challenge of the day, because I don't really know what's causing that. And the people in the technical chat aren't sure either, because there's no info on which relic is causing the problem here. Makes it quite difficult. Oh, we have the silence ring. Very funny. The game is telling me it's time for shopping. I don't know about that one. I don't feel like pushing my luck just now. Defects. Normally when I play defect my goal is frost, but the issue with the base game defect is you never seem to look at the cards you need. I spend the whole run looking for a defrag and never get one. And get some mediocre garbage instead. We've got calculation training, but it's big. Interesting. What does being big do? Wait, the being big makes it give more status cards? What is this? What is this garbage? No. Big card is big bad. Claw? I mean, that's the funny thing. I'm never going to find any more of them, but I can certainly try. I almost feel obligated to pick Claw. 9 times out of 10 you'll never get a Claw deck, but that 1 out of 10, I think it's worth it. Anyway, a Cold Snap, cool-headed. I think if you're going to go for a Claw deck, you want some Frost, so you don't have to worry about block. The problem with that is the other thing Claw decks love is there's a card called Reprogram. So I have to decide pretty early if I'm going to reprogram or not. So if I do, I'm going to have a problem. I pick cool-headed. This panic button, that seems really nice. Here goes the egg. When you've had a card that exhausts or is ethereal, upgrade it. I think there are quite a few cards we're going to draft that are going to have exhaust. And we have one already. No! Lightning, please. We've got Sunders. The Sunder's interesting for early game. Could get some value out of it. Problem with it is it's just a bit Single enemy combats really don't like Sunder very much. Turbo? No. Turbo is a gimmick, but it's not a good one. Well, we might get some value out of this egg. Oh boy, that is strong. It's a very nice Chimera mod. I like the X mod quite a lot. You also have a few of the cards. We've got nuclear, Chandler, plasma. Rebounding plasma could give us some jank. And we still haven't seen the dragon. This act does have a third elite. Is it a big Hydra? It seems to be hiding. Does not want to come out and play. This fight's very easy for Defact. I just sit behind a little wall of lightning bolts and laugh at the silly little Grim Reaper impersonator. Well, focus potion. It's almost as if I want a relic called Mage Blood. Focus potion and Dex potion is probably adequate. And then finally, to build a deck, so I have a claw. Let's see any more. How do I take this nonsense and make something useful out of it? Because I'm still very much unfocused, so I've not got anything to build around yet. I think in this predicament I either need a reprogram or another claw. Or something that I can properly build onto, like a glacier. So I'm very much lacking in the direction. So the only important cards are very much one-note things. The Holy Boot sequence, that's pretty nice. Start with a miracle every combat. It's not really what I need, but it's still good. All I have to do is 16 damage. That seems pretty easy. We got Claw. Aha! We are going to end up with a Claw build after all. It's finally time for that 1 in a million run where you get 4 or 5 copies of Claw and actually get to play it. Either that or we can die to a cringy looking snack. Ideally not though. A hologram for more claw shenanigans? Sure. I'm gonna click the rest button because I don't trust this to not take damage. Yeah, I've got claw and I've got hologram. It's kind of all you need if you want a claw deck. And then you pop a reprogram on top of that for the necessary block scaling. This is awful. I need some block. It does not block. Sometimes you just don't get the card you need. Yes, they're going to do their big combination thing. Actually not doing very much damage just now. I'm going to need this slow potion. Ah. We are instead dead. That's unhelpful. There's no way out of this because I don't have any block available in potions, so we're just a tiny bit short on damage. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, there's no way out of that one because no. Claw is not to be. It's mainly just a problem of Defect having two specific cards, and if you don't get them, you can't play the game. Because you either need Reprogram or Defrag, and they're both opposites, but you need one of them. And Defect doesn't work if you don't pick one of them, and we weren't even offered them, so you die to Act 1 boss every time. Just a big shame. Anyway, this is the thing with Spire. Sometimes you don't get to finish the game on a set day. I have time to try a Watcher run, finish off the vanilla set. And I'll pick an act instead. Because acts are more interesting. They define the enemies you find, and then you have to draft cards that are appropriate for the act that you've went to. So where are we going to go for our last run of the day? Are we going to see some anime, are we going to go fight some monsters, or are we going to go base game? With our Wrath and Clam. It's probably going to be the first mod I review if I do mod review. Watcher without Wrath and Clam, because it's so funny. It's an interesting little thing that's takes away your Wrath and your Calm cards and it adds more Divinity cards. But everyone finds the name really funny. And I think it was a typo, but it spawned one of the best copy pastas you've got for Spire. But you get to choose it's something to do with a seafood restaurant. It just makes a bunch of puns relating to shellfish. I'll hit the random button. We've got cultists. Hello. Slayer strikes. We have some chimera cards. Not trolled today, thankfully, but not far off of being trolled either. There's this 24 plus 9, sure. Must say, Watcher is a lot more of a... It's my pace, it's closer to being modded feeling. Which I guess is the whole joke, that Watcher never really fits with the base game. But it's true, Watcher does feel a bit different. Remissed. Transform and upgrade a card, or I could take the funny. Is it ironclad cards? No, we'll just take a... Let's take a prostrate. Oh, damn, that was a lot of damage. Sneak tea. It's now with bubbles. Draw some cards on turn 3. Would have been a lot more interesting if I'd picked up that. Silent swap now. Add extra cards on turn 1 as well. And then we'd only be missing the thing that gives you cards on turn 2, which is a lemon float. You get the whole set. I'm gonna gamble on it. You always gotta try a little bit of a gamble. Oh right, you can get event cards from this. Interesting. We got Daiquiri. So I think this one requires you to have skills in your hand. Miracles count as a skill. I'm being offered a Deus Ex. I think I see where this is going. Yeah. You can get tons of draw for free. Might finally have a little bit of fun going on. 9? What? 4 times 2 is 9. I'm gonna say that's not quite right, but oh well. What do we got here? Sunder. Yeah, it's a pretty strong attack. We've got the energy to play it with miracles. Well, it's all or nothing time. And we didn't kill. I'm now in a lot of trouble. Its prostrates are very slow. I'm surprised I didn't have damage there. What have we got? Simmering Fury. It's all about card draw, apparently. I think if we have a prostrate, Ragnarok is a good payoff card. Because I can draw the prostrates very easily. If anything, all I need is a slimy hat right now. What do we got? Clash. When you played every card in your hand as an attack, also known as No. Not when you've got miracles that you need to retain. Battle him is going to clog my hand. Patient is certainly a base game card that exists. Hello. Got some Watcher nonsense going on, and probably not for much longer if I don't get lucky next turn. We've got windmill strike clotheslines. We've got this. I don't think we have adequate damage. This is probably the end of the run. Well, maybe. Can I get eruption? No. That's barely enough. We're over like 1 damage. This is an older new game. This is... oh, it's getting on a bit now. It's been out for a few years. Let me go see. When was this? When was the Spire released? 2019, so it's from 3 years ago. But I have lots of mods, and apparently the game loves to crash today. What the heck is this? Can it not do that for 5 seconds? I didn't even see what the crash log said on that one. That's the problem with playing modded games. Sometimes the games just decide it's time for crashing. I'm plagued by technical issues today. And this is the same goofy crash. I actually don't know what's causing this, and I think that'll be it for today. Because what I heard from the people in technical, you can't fix this problem. It does not happen very often, and I've had it happen twice in a day. I'm apparently cursed, but oh well. We can only try. Maybe on Monday we'll get to the bottom of what's causing these technical issues, and I can actually play the game without some nonsense. Yeah, we've done all this stuff already. We've checked all of the mods to make sure they're up to date. This is apparently a thing that can happen very rarely. And I've had it happen twice in 1 day, and you can't do anything about it. You have to restart your run all over again. So I think that'll just be for today. We'll come back on Monday. We'll hopefully have gotten to the bottom of which mod has some null nonsense going on. Because I don't have a huge mod list just now. It shouldn't be too hard to find, but when I come back on Monday, I might actually thin the mod list out a bit more. Get closer to base game. But I'll see you later. Bye for now.